right there. And again, the first score posted by the Russian, 18.325.
Yep, definitely. That's actually not a bad score for her. Her difficulty score is lower because, as I said, her body does not quite get into the shape as well as the Russians.
Up next will be Bessonova of the Ukraine. Here's your girl.
We've been watching her compete for so long. It's nice to see her still around.
22 years of age.
A bit older, a lot more experience than the gymnast we just saw, and that does play into it.
She was third in Baku in the clubs.
Ukrainians are known for their clubs technique. It almost becomes an extension of their bodies. They have the longest lines, and if she does this routine well, you're going to see close to perfect clubs technique. There you go. Look at that. Unbelievable. That is perfection in a balance and perfection in flexibility. A little bit shaky there, not quite holding it. A completely different style than what we've seen previously. Very dramatic. The amount of difficulty with her equipment, tossing behind the shoulder, both clubs, unbelievable.
Score, Gladiator.
It's been a favorite selection of music for the Ukrainians for a few years now, and she definitely can build this music. It's a bad idea for most rhythmic gymnasts, but for her, she can do whatever she wants and look good doing it. Beautiful turn. The trick with clubs is not to let your balances get in the way of the choreography, and she keeps it flowing perfectly. That was perfect.
Awesome.
That was unbelievable. Even her coach is clapping. And you know, when you look over and your coach is clapping, you know you did a good job.
And we haven't seen much emotion from any of the coaches so far through these World Championships.
Oh, there's this, rhythmic
Code.
way, and they like to be as serious as possible, very stoic, until the very last second when their kid isn't, on the medal podium, and they give a little polite clap. But, they love these girls, and they've been with them since they were babies almost. So when they do a great routine like that, they should show emotion, just as she did.
Well, I'll go ahead and come clean. During this performance, I wrote a little note that you didn't see. Beautiful to watch.
Absolutely. It's almost nice to see what, all these leotards we see, especially at this World Championships, they're very busy. For somebody to come out with just a solid, black leotard, very little embellishment, beautiful, big music, it's classic rhythmic gymnastics, and that's what they're trying to get back to. Must be nervous.
Yeah. Nervous time. What do you call that area?
Kiss and cry.
Kiss and cry area.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's definitely not crying this time around.
No. Does look a little nervy, though.
Yeah. Well, she knows that with that kind of routine, she could be a world champion.
18.325 is the score to beat right now.
Oh, the Ukrainian section. They're
support.
wanting a good score, yeah.
I think the Russians are probably on the other side.
Probably very silent right now.
Yeah.
It's taken a while, goodness.
Now there is a time restraint for the judges in rhythmic.
Oh, there we go.
And here's the score, 18.40, and that puts her in the lead, so it's the Ukraine. Well, we're going to take a timeout. When we come back, more clubs from Petrograd, Greece in the World Championships. And welcome back to WCSN and our coverage of the 2007 FIG Rhythmic World Championships from Petra. And we continue our action in the club apparatus.
Up next, we have Bessonova Garaeava, and she's from Azerbaijan, another new face on the scene. She's actually had a very solid showing so far in this year's World Championships, and she's been very consistent in the past year. She's very bubbly, she's a great personality on the floor, so let's see if she can hold that through this routine.
She was fourth
there you
in
go.
Baku.
One of your favorite. Look at that.
I can do that.
I'm sure you can.
Fourth
Most
in
people
Baku.
would be in the hospital.
The fourth in Baku with a score of 17.750. Just 19 years of age.
Beautiful. Such difficulty there just in the first seconds of her routine. She's got so much back flexibility that it makes these elements look effortless, but there is so much control that goes into every single one of these skills. Beautiful. This music actually matches her very well. It's very sharp. You see how she moves her arms during the balance. That's required skill. When you're balancing, you have to be moving the equipment, or else you get a 3/10 deduction for having static equipment. It's a 3 or 5/10 deduction. A judge could take the 3 or take the 5 because she took an extra step. And now she's falling. See, she starts to fall out of her elements as soon as she makes a mistake. She's going to have to take control of that little habit. Unbelievable.